All right, welcome back. Michelle is here today. Hi, Michelle.
Hello.
All right. I'm coming off a weekend, so it's been a minute. So I'm gonna recap for myself. Let's see. So we've got content-wise, I feel like we're like 95% of the way there. Gonna run through everything. We've got our letter thing up top. We've got our stories with the search. We've got our in header content. Got stories all populated. And if we go to the bottom, we've got our footer content. Then we've got all these other pages, which should all be populated. Yep, we've got our about page. Again, just all semantically marked up in there. So nothing visually exciting yet, but that's coming soon. Our pitch section, which I think we're going to turn into a form, or we're going to have a form here. Right now it's just email, but we're going to see if we can convince everyone in the team internally to put a form in here rather than email, because I think that would be better for us in the long run. Privacy statement, FAQ page, new data viz resources page. And Michelle, I don't think you've seen this. I'll show you the mock-up. And author pages. So those are all our pages. The last thing I was going to add content-wise today is our little slide out sticky menu. So that's probably the first thing I was going to do. And for reference, this is going to be we realized we had a lot of data viz resources. So like blog posts, videos like this one, talks and presentations, podcasts, some FAQ stuff. So this is going to be a whole standalone page. This is the pull-out slide out thing we're going to work on next, which will be pretty quick, I think. And yeah, that's mostly it. Also, again, for kind of review, copy-wise, every page basically has its own copy doc. And then like the homepage did it more Mad Lib style. My kind of overarching theme here is to try to remove as much markup as possible from these docs. So this one, we kind of made this Mad Lib thing because Svelte lets us kind of pipe in the stuff or do some scripting before the downloads. So this has been working great. What else? Kind of made some of the pages, like the about page, more uniform. So now we've got just like this generic section thing. So loops through each section, which is also coming from the copy doc. Now we had them hard coded in here. So because loops through each section creates a head, and we have a couple exceptions, but then pretty much everything else is just normal copy. So if we look at the rest of the copy docs, like the about section, most pages have this format where they've got these sections here with an ID for like an anchor link and a headline if it has one. And then the rest is just straight up copy. So yeah, really just tried to simplify those formats. And then last piece on this is the exceptions. So like team is pulling from that author data we already have, and awards is actually going to be in tabular format now. There's two places where, so like our awards is now going to be in this format. This just made more sense than having it kind of ugly marked up in our Google Doc. And then same with the resources page. All of those resources are going to be in here, much more data-y. That is the plan. And actually, I talked to Jan, we're getting rid of the overline. So I'm just going to go ahead and delete that, simplify this before I forget. Resources. We had a couple conditionals for overline or description. Now this is just one. Okay. That was like a whirlwind content management tour. Close all that. Go to the GitHub issues. because that's sort of been updated. So let's look at everything that's a P1 currently. So sticky menu bar content. I did a little research on this because our current one is not like keyboard friendly and all that stuff. So I found a couple blog posts. So we'll just kind of borrow from that. Getting the colors here, they're supposed to be faint. So I'm gonna kind of improve that so this can start looking more real. And then search fields is, we got the search hooked up, just nice and snappy. But right now it's only searching on the headline, I think. But there's plenty of other stories probably that might pertain to music. So we have a bunch of other fields that we can look through. So kind of that'll improve that a little bit. We'll start there and see where we get. Michelle, thoughts, questions, concerns?
Sounds
reactions? Sounds great.
Starting with search.
We'll start with
Or
this because
menu.
I've been putting this off because it's the last bit of content, so we can have actually like everything in there, so we can really get into more functionality and styling.
Cool.
But this portion of this will be quick. So actually, let me bring up. These are all some of the resources I checked out. This was my favorite one, partly because it's not like a random Medium post. It's from this organization, Nobility, which specifically deals with accessibility stuff. And it's a little more recent, 2020. And I like that they laid everything out. So I'm going to go with this one. We'll see how it goes. And bonus points, they have a code pen. So this is pretty much exactly what we're going for. So I figured it was the best example I found. And if we like click through it, the nice thing is it tabs through and keeps it in here. I believe this is called keyboard trapping, and you're not supposed to usually do this, but this is the only scenario that makes sense. Yeah, so we're going to be borrowing this one. I haven't actually looked through the code at all, but we're really just dealing with the markup, which is mostly straightforward. You have to do some JavaScript-y things with focuses and all that. So that'll be a later date. So actually, let me, what do we call it? Sticky menu script. So that'll come eventually. All right. So let's take a look at this in the markup. So basically it's got this, it's a nav tag. We've got a button with a hamburger. Then we've got this div, and actually let me make this wider so I can see the indentation. Okay, so we actually just care about that. So we're just gonna copy and paste this. Go to our header. Let's take a look here. So we've got header, CTA. I called it, okay, so here we've got our menu toggle and we've got our menu. Let's go ahead and just inject this and make it play nice. So, oh, look at all this stuff. Okay, nav, type button, we're gonna keep that ID. I don't know if we need an ID. I'll have to look through the post again if that's essential. It's probably not. Let's see, actually, if hamburger menu is used anywhere else. Let me go back to this. Hamburger. Just for a selection. Oops. It's only used for a selection, so I don't think that's going to be necessary. Class, open nav button. We'll leave all that for now. ARIA label, open navigation. ARIA controls linked list. Are expanded false. Okay, and then they have a little, oh, I didn't know there was a Unicode for that. Is that right? How can I not rerun this? Oh yeah, look, it changed. Cool. Guess we can use the Unicode. I was using an icon. I'll tentatively leave that. Okay, so that's our button. And then we've got this thing they're calling slide nav, class slide content, button, type button. The close, again, I don't think I need the ID. because we're only going to have these two things. And also, let's just call it open. Button open. Nav button close. Okay. Then we've got the actual content. Okay, so let's get into that part. So we can actually get rid of all this right now, because that's gone. Okay, so now let's look at our Figma. Oh, what happened to our Figma? There it is. Not sure if this is actually the content that's going to be going in, but okay, so one, already seeing we can reuse our content here. That's in the footer. So if I remember correctly, it was, let's see, how did I do it in the footer? Yes, it's from this miscellaneous copy duck. I want to say it was called tagline. Copy that tagline. And then we've got two buttons, same as up there. So can we just reuse CTA? We can. Not sure if we should reuse that class or not. Probably not. CTA. Or I guess it's technically, oh yeah, it is an CTA. Okay, that's in there. And then that's the same exact thing as what we have in footer. So now I'm thinking we should actually extract this. Those should be somewhere. I'm just going to put them in. Let's see. I guess I'll put them in data. That's what they are. And we'll call them links. .json. No, they can be .js. Then I should be able to export const. Import. I actually don't know how this works. I usually would do a thanks. Oh, it follows. Follow. That'll work. Oh, it worked. Nice. Okay. Which means we can also import it into header. Just get rid of icon. Links follows. Okay. So we're actually gonna have two linked lists, and this is interesting because this, I'll also look at the ARIA controls from that blog post. Because I actually wanted to control multiple things, so I don't know if we have to say ARIA controls and put it on this whole situation. Let's do that. Oh, we left an icon in here, didn't we? Oops, I shouldn't have taken that kind out. All right, so then let's just go to footed because we're doing the same thing. It's actually all the same stuff. Should really make this a component. Really just literally copying this verbatim. All right, let's see what we're looking with. Okay. Great. We've got all our content. The tagline came in. We've got our 2 new buttons. And we've got all our links. So done. Awesome.
Nice.
Like I said, that was the easy part. The hard part will be doing the JavaScript and whatnot. Next up, oh yeah. So let's do the search fields, which reminds me, I'm going to try one other thing Jan and I mentioned. So all of our stories, now this tease, and we really want to bold some of the words, and there's really no good way except for getting in and putting some markup in here, which I was trying to avoid, but that's the deal. So we're never really going to edit these, so it's not too big of a deal. So that's going to look something like, there we go. So MBA final carry jobs. I just want to put one in as an example. Oh, it's going to be different. I don't know what I'd even bold on this one. I don't know. I might not even like this, but we'll try it. Okay, let's fetch the data. From like our 100 docs now. And actually, now let's go to stories. And let's take a look at where we put the T's. So we just need add HTML. Okay. It is now bolded. Also, I don't know why those colors are white because I made them white. Great. Also, there's no more palette. Oh, it's displayed now, I see. Let's get rid of the palette because Jan and I also talked about this. Palette. So, oh, those are just very purple. Right, because they're links. I'll just set color. Great, now we can read it. And let's get rid of story A, text decoration, and I'm going to make them bigger. I'm really getting carried away here. Let's just go with like, yes. Okay. Right, I was going to do search. So music. So if we look at our search, did I call it search? I did. Right now, it's just looking d.search.includes. Okay, yes, right now it's just looking at the head. And we can expand that because we have a lot of other stuff to go on. So I think I want to do two things. Michelle, I love your feedback here. One is I think we can for sure search through the head, the deck, and the T's and keyword, because we're basically using this as like a catch-all. So we can really be more of like a better search. So that's one thing I wanted to do. And then secondly, maybe you can actually do some ranking. So instead of just whether it includes it or not, we can kind of score it and sort it so that like stuff that now I'm thinking, is that a dumb idea? That might be a dumb idea, because if someone types music, do you get bonus points for it saying music 4 times? I don't know why that's beneficial. So I take it back. I think it's just whether it appears. I don't know. What do you think?
I'm
Michelle?
trying to think what would cause you to rank things higher.
It's a good point.
It's not
maybe maybe where it appears, like that's like,
well, I guess if it's a keyword, that seems like maybe it would be high. Like
that's true, because this is specifically
as opposed to like
for the search.
Play, yeah, if you put like play, then that second row would show up. But I would say it's probably lower. Maybe if it's not the entire word, but it's just a part, it's like a substring, or if it's like not a keyword. Keyword seems like the top. If we had to rank them, I would say keyword is the top, and then the full word is present somewhere, and then the bottom would be like part of the, like it's present in a substring.
Yeah.
Like
okay.
But I don't know.
So,
that doesn't. I don't know if that matters that much.
Well, so okay, let's roll with this. So first thing I think we need to do is tokenize. I think we need to, let's do that. So instead of just search, it'll be search. Let's just call it, tokens. And tokenize D. So we're gonna grab, oh, but we're gonna keep them. Yeah, okay. No, let's go with this.
What does tokenize mean?
Turn this thing into tokens. I feel like I've seen this a lot in NLP stuff. I'm gonna Google tokenize.
Keep going. I guess I don't know what a token is exactly.
Oh yeah. Yep. I'm pretty sure this is a thing.
Like the matches.
Yeah. So like So like a token is like a component of text, I think, is, if that makes sense.
Okay. It'll make sense as you go.
Yeah. So essentially just think of token as like a word, I guess.
Okay. Like the matching words.
No, just like all. So, here we go. I just Googled it. So like it turns a string into an array of strings.
Got it.
Yeah. So like, we can, this is where like you can start getting complicated, like where you separate out, like here is actually not part of, like that's separate than here's. So I wonder if we could use a tokenizing library. I think it's overkill. I think ours can be kind of very crude for now. So let's say const tokenize equals. So what do we want to match on head, deck, T's, keywords, keyword. Okay, so I think we want to do each one separately, because to your point, if we like value keyword higher, then we can give a score to each of them. Or maybe let's be better. That's D const props. So we can just loop through them all instead of naming them explicitly. And we can say, or whatever, props.map and props.map prop, and then it'll be D of prop, so that'll represent like D.head. And again, the most basic is just like splitting on a space. And then maybe we can just go through and clean each one up and like, let's say D dot replace
like
anything
for
that's not
commas and stuff.
Yeah, I think I might even just replace all. Oh, I'm trying to think. Or should we split on anything that isn't? Let's look at our examples. We could split on anything that is not an alphanumeric letter. So like, I think I might try that because then like if we have any apostrophes, like here's, it'll split on that. It won't be perfect. Let me try that. I think that could be okay. You don't split on. Just do. I think that's gonna. I don't know. Let's just first look at that. And return. We'll just return const split. And let's just see what that gets us. Actually, I need to keep in search so it doesn't break for now. And we will console log props. This is going to be out of control, but or it does not work. Tokenize is not designed. Good job. No love. Oh, why not? Oh, split is D of prop. That split is not a function. It's because you can't do this. No, it really has a problem with D of split prop. I don't know. That was not the problem. Oh, something undefined. Oh, why is this one already in?
That's keywords, right?
Interesting. But yeah, keyword is already like in token format. Well, I don't want that. I want everything to be a string. Where did I do that? Probably in stories. I did. I mean, technically that's right. Okay, I'm going to leave that and just know that I need to, let me join it into a string first. I don't think you can run join on a string, can you? What's that going to do? This is annoying. Test dot join. Yeah, it's not a function. If type of prop string, or sorry, is not equal to string. D of prop. This is very counterintuitive. I guess it's already split. I guess I don't have to. Okay, sorry. D of prop. It's already okay. It's already fine if it's not in string form. That's what I'm trying to say.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to do that. So it can return. Otherwise, do that. Okay, const.
And now we should have like an array of arrays.
Exactly. Or broken code again. Oh.
What is d of prop? Is it ever anything else besides a? Well, if it's not a string, it should always be a string.
Say console.log type of d. Oh, I'm dumb. I did prop, not d of prop for my check.
Yep.
Oh yeah, we're in business.
Boom.
Array of arrays. Get out of your music bubble.
So how does it split those ones with like punctuation? Yeah.
So it should. So actually, let's find one that has like, okay, actually, let's look more recently. Wait, which way is
also
this
feel like
reverse?
Numbers are maybe weird, like commas and numbers.
What am I looking for? So this last one should be the outcast one. Oh no, sorry, it's in reverse order. Okay, so let's go start at the bottom. That one doesn't have any. That one does, but so those ones should be basically ignored. So that one's what, 4 down?
Yeah.
So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, okay, so that's what we want to do because we want those things to be excluded. And you'll see, there you go, like it has these weird empties, which will easily just filter out.
Those out.
So let's with dot filter. I should say const. Clean split dot filter. Do one of those.
What about like commas and stuff like that? What
commas should also be handled. So I'm gonna see.
I feel like it's more in the deck.
Here we go. Yeah. So 2 up in the deck. Wow.
Nice.
Yep. So that's all handled. Yeah. So I mean, I think this will get us most of the way there, to be honest. I feel like this is gonna.
The first array there, the one after that.
Oh, this one.
Right. Or number. No, the one after index 1. Yeah, that's the one that has the comma.
Oh,
yeah,
interesting.
Okay. But yeah,
where we butchered Beyonce.
Yeah.
Ooh, how do we can we convert? That's a good one. Can we convert?
I know Lodash can do this, but
convert. I don't even know what you call that. Any accented character to the non-accented version.
Yeah, that's what it. There's a Lodash function that does that.
Ooh,
but let's see. It's called like deburr.
Deburr? How do you spell deburr?
Geburr.
Yeah. Deburr. Lodash. I see it.
Yeah, it just takes. It gets rid of anything.
Does it get rid of it, or does it replace it?
It returns. It returns a version without them. So like the example here is, yeah, it'll just return an E at the end of that Beyonce.
Lodash that. Is it this?
Yes.
Let's go to the burr. Let's see how this works. If we can load it, import the burr. I just do that. Doesn't look like I had an error. I'm going to assume that it's just we call the function and it returns something. So let's go with
do it in clean, like
we already split. We actually need to do it before. Yeah, we need to do it here.
Yeah.
Let's see. Deburred. D of prop. Deburred. And then what else can we do on this? We can, there's one other thing I wanted to do instead of just filtering. Oh, lowercase. Actually, let's just do that again before, because that's whatever, yeah. Or I'll just do it before. 2. Over there. No, we must have an error. Oh, why? Where's my console log? Oh, we got rid of the log. Yes, okay. Now we have to remember where it was.
Higher up. It was past beyond, or it is beyond the line. It's past the queer music. Oh,
What
but
word
now we're
is
at
this in?
Hamilton.
Oh, this looks like it flipped order again. It
Yeah.
did. Great.
There we go. It's the one to check the Beyonce. You passed it.
Oh, it was a story I did. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that looks nice.
Beautiful. Beyonce.
Oh, Beyonce. Oh, look at you, DeBur. Awesome.
Yes.
And I learned a new word today. What a great day. Yeah, this is looking good. I mean, we could get rid of stop words if we wanted to, but honestly, like if someone wants to type we can let them type the. The only thing I do have on my search, it doesn't even look at 2-letter words. I think I limited to 3 and up because 2 would just be too many false. It wouldn't give you anything useful. So I could do that as well. And we could say min chars and reuse that. Constant chars 2. I guess technically 3. Dot filter. And actually that would, let me just do it here. D dot blank is greater than equal to min chars. And then where else did I use it? Greater than equal to. Okay, so now we've got our tokens, which is awesome. Except we want to know which one is which. So instead of just returning this, let's actually return, let's see, should we turn this into an object or should it just be like, prop, and what's the, tokens. Clean. Except now I've got like tokens and tokens. I don't like that. I'm just going to call it search here. We're going to tokenize. Okay, let's take a look now what data looks like. Okay. All right. So now there should be a search, and that's undefined because I didn't return tokens. No, we don't even need to name that return. All right, so now in search, it's got an array. Oh, oops, this last one we have to fix, but there we go. Prop head, deck, tease. So now we can essentially, all right, nice overcomplicated search here. Instead of just doing a simple, oh, let me forget, I forgot to do this, return prop tokens. Okay. So now when we do a search, instead of just doing a little lookup here, we can do a much more complicated situation. So now it'll be right, we have to make sure we pass in query because this is a dynamic or a reactive statement. Rank or sort results, pass a query. Okay, so now we're gonna have a function. Actually, where should I put this? What do I have going on? Functions up here. I need to clean this up a little. Const sort results. And it's taking a query. And what we're doing is returning a filtered data set. So let's highlight. Sure. Where is my sorting happening? I have no idea. It was happening. Oh, right. It's happening in the stories itself. Search is purely returning the results. Okay. Great. Slack break. I'm back. Okay, so we've got a query. This is what we were doing before. This time we want to both filter or score, then filter, I think. But ultimately we want to return a filtered data set. So let's do this. So basically we want to go through each data and I guess map over it and give it a score. It seems like what we want to do foundationally. To give it a score, we want to look at the query and see where it appears. So we want to loop through. I'm just going to write that logic right now. So we want to loop over what will be d.search, map over each of those, right? And each of those is a thing with prop and tokens. So we want to map over each of those. And what do we want to return? We want to return we want to map over, see if it's included, and then maybe just filter the ones that are true. Yeah, okay. Let's see, so, oh, also I should pause Michelle. So I've been under the assumption that people are just going to type a keyword. I suppose it's fully possible someone could type in multiple words, but I'm not really sure. Like, right, someone could type in Spotify roast.
Music, Beyonce, yeah. Yeah, so then you'd maybe want to tokenize the search.
Or split the search into how many things. I don't like that. That's more complicated. Should we do that? Let's do it. I don't know.
Seems like you have to. I mean, otherwise, if they put if someone put like music Beyonce, you would want them to be able to find. That
would be more accurate. Oof. Okay. Search just got a little unwieldy.
Yeah.
So let's see. So we need
we can do it. It's fine.
To be split, but I'm just going to do it by spaces. That'll be pretty straightforward.
Yep.
Oops. So that means we're going to have to go through query multiple times. So we're going to have to really q.split. And each of those is going to get a score. Really just going to add up all these scores and see which one has the highest. I think that's kind of the gist of it. So it's going to be like a map within a map. Oof, okay. I suppose that way makes more sense. Or actually, no, wait, should we go? Let's go the other way. So I'm thinking that each token, each of our 4 properties, we can look through all the words and just add up how many they match on. I feel like that logic makes more sense to me. So like inside of d.head, we'll go through every query word and see if it exists or not. So, okay, so this will be query term. I'm going to make this full query. I think this will be helpful. Full query dot split query term. All right.
So then we
okay,
want.
Sorry, I got distracted. Go ahead.
Oh, you're good. I wonder if, or I feel like I want this inner one to just be a function called like score or something. And then it's, I'm not stressed about the map within a map. Does that make
Yes,
sense?
we can do that. Okay.
It just makes it easier to read, I guess.
We could just, yes, we could just
like
say,
for each term, you're going to score it, and then you're going to do a bunch more stuff with it, and then you're going to sort it and whatever.
Const get score, and it'll implicitly, except we have to pass it. We do need to actually do, can't be that clean. What is this now? This is like, what is D?
D is an article. Or no.
D is an article. Yes, I should be better. Yeah. Right. Oh, I was just abstracting this. Okay. So story dot search map, and I'm just gonna use D for now. Get score D full query. Actually, DQ. No, you don't like that. I don't like that at all. Okay, so fundamentally that's going to happen. So this will take, I can deconstruct this prop tokens, comma. Can I deconstruct that? I think so. Query. Yep. So then instead of this, we'll simply have a single layer of mapping. And all we do is say tokens dot includes baby time.
Includes query term, yeah. And so then,
okay, so this will give us so like if our query, I like putting examples, was music Beyonce, this would give us an array of 2, which would be true or false. So it'd be like true, false.
Yep.
Okay. And then the scoring comes into place.
But we kind of want, maybe we want to return, maybe we want it to be an array of like the score for each word, and then we just sum them to get the score.
A score for each word. So so I figured this would just turn into how many truthy values there are. And then we just return the length of that times if there's a multiplier. So like, we can give like, so what do we say? Sorry, I can't focus. So if we want to rank, if we want to weight keyword higher, we would just multiply it by, so we'd have a thing called const weights. And so in here, for our props, we can actually reuse these. Okay, so now this can actually be, show you where I'm going with this. Prop. Wait.
Mhm.
Oops, those should be objects. I love how this got much more complicated.
Keyword needs a, yeah, all that.
2. So if we just want that one to be with double,
Mhm.
wait, something, I did bad formatting somewhere. No, why didn't you auto fix? No. Maybe because everything's messed up. Okay. So instead of props, it's actually weights, and it has a prop.
Okay.
I don't know what I do. My auto formatting stopped.
Looks right to me, but
Unexpected token. Oh, yes.
ah, yes.
I forgot. I half completed a thought here. Oh, there we go. Auto format. Okay. So let's return. So this is taken care of. We've got our weights. So now in our get score, okay, so results will now just be like true, false. But then we want to actually.
But you're losing like where they come from, you know? Or like whether it's in the.
Oh no, we know because inside of get score. Oh right, we need that extra. I assumed we already did that extra layer prop. Oh no, because let's see. No, because see, oh yeah, we're mapping over all 4 weights right here.
Oh, so like this is for a single weight, and then we like see what prop we are, and then we know what the score is.
And we will know because we know prop right here. So we can actually just say results dot filter. It's truthy. This is actually like matches. For each of the full query terms. So there's 2 potential matches here. And then we return matches. Sorry, dot length. And then we return matches times weights of prop dot weight. So this gives us a number.
Yeah.
And then that means that this will have an array of 4 numbers, and we can just sum those together. So this is actually just giving us, so if we play this out, right, this is actually just const cert or score. This needs to go away. Will actually just like be
the sum of all of that.
So I'm just going to pull into D3 sum. How do I get you to not show up? Oh, well, that'll work. That's not what I wanted though. Oh, terminals. Okay. Okay, so now we just have to actually do this score. It's actually, you just do this. Wow. And yes. It's a little verbose, but maybe that we should make this a little function.
Yeah.
Make them a minor, because I'm trying to like be like, oh, what is this actually doing?
I mean, I would maybe just put it in get score somehow, because then you can just.
Well, we wanted that to be a 1.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I guess this should be get prop score.
Right.
And then we can.
And then that's like another the sum of get total score or whatever.
Total score, which can take our story and query. So that would actually just be get total score. And it would be, we can actually just pass it d.search and full query. It would be search query and const scores, return sum of scores. Ooh. Chances this works right off the bat, I think it's going to be perfect.
Okay.
Let's see.
Okay, we're sorting by. Yes, we haven't actually sorted it yet.
We haven't returned it. You're right. Let's just have a peek. And I think we have to filter out anything that scores 0. So actually, let me just do that because we definitely will also results dot. Actually, I'll just do dot filter dot score. It's greater than 0. Nervous. No error off the bat, so that's good.
Okay, it should be. Okay, nice.
Music. Oh, so broken. Get score is not defined. That's totally fair.
Yeah, it doesn't exist anymore. Get prop score.
Prop score. Okay, 1 hurdle. Another weights of prop is not defined. Weights. Oh, right. It's not an object. Const weight equals weights dot finds dot prop is equal to prop. Construct it.
Nice.
Okay, let's try again.
Whew. Okay.
Oh.
Ooh.
So interesting.
Well, no, it wasn't going to find anything up to 2 letters, though.
Well, no, because look, MUS is a partial match, so it's not finding. Because the search is doing an array includes, so it's looking when it's doing right. So if
it's not doing like substrings of each one.
Right. Which we could, but this is actually maybe more accurate.
Maybe I guess you could just join the array with spaces and then do string includes.
And we could actually do you could get a lower score if it's a string includes and a higher score if it's an exact match.
Right. That was the other one I was saying.
Yeah. Okay. Best of both worlds. But it looks like here MBA is easier. Yes. So somewhere these are definitely all stories about MBA.
Can we see the array down there? Like
how
it's scoring.
That's a great point. So this one's, I didn't sort it. Oh, this one has a score of 4. So we should see MBA. Let's say MBA is in
tokens, so that gets 1 point.
1 point.
And then
0 points. 1 point.
So 2 total, and then I guess it's in the keyword.
Oh, perfect.
So
amazing. Double bonus. Okay. Nice. That makes me think our logic is infallible.
So that works. Probably.
I think
then you actually have to sort it in sort results.
Yeah. All right, here. So we filter and then we just say, let's bring in D3 sorting. So sort, or results dot sort. And we're going to do it by descending. A dot score, B dot score. And bring it descending. Boom. And then, well, first let's make sure that works. MBA. No. Oh, did I get rid of the log? Of course I did. Okay, here we go. Score. Yep, we got some 5s, 4s, 3s. I love it. Now let's add in our extra complexity. So what do we think? Half points for so
Sure. Half point for a substring, full point for a full word match.
okay, so this is full word match, and then const word score, and then we've got I mean, this could obviously be a substring, but I guess you're going to get the points regardless. So if it's a full word match in addition, so I can't see that not working. Famous last words. So this one, it's actually just, we're not doing any. We still do, okay, we still need to do a full query. So actually, sorry, let's split that out because we're going to reuse this. So oh no, I guess that's kind of different.
It's whether we're doing tokens dot includes or
right, yeah.
like tokens dot join.
So I mean, I was just going to reuse this one bit. So it's going to be query words. Save us that one extra function call query words. And this should just be word results, word matches. This is also okay. And this is sub results. Okay, so all we're doing here, to your point, you said we are stringifying tokens.join. I really could have made a reusable function, but oh well.
It's okay.
Great time. And let's just go ahead. Right, that's the logic there. It's just
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, see if that text exists in this text. Okay.
We might want to join with a space if we don't want it to like go across 2 words, because we probably don't.
Love it. Okay, and then this is actually times 0.5. Return word score subscore. I'm really proud of this. I wonder if the results are going to be different for this one. Probably not for MBA.
Do music or no MBA.
I like it. There. Where's our table logging? Console.table results. Nice, 7.5s.
So that means it's in. Interesting. What did it?
I mean, we could log out the specific results.
It also gets a half point if it's the full word, right?
Yes. Oh, this one had a little 0.5.
Let's see the low. Possible? Yeah. What are the low ones? That means it just hyphens. Like, what even is that? Oh, the rise of hyphen names.
Oh, I know why. Do you want me to tell you the answer?
Sure. Well,
I can reveal it. You'll see it in a second. It's because it says WNBA.
I want to see it. Oh, nice. Yeah. I was like, what word has a subset of?
Yeah, I know. I'm 99.9% sure. There we go.
I think that's fine.
I think that's legit.
Like it's still up. It's still there. It's not. Yeah. Wasn't a keyword.
Do you want me to try music?
Yeah, I just want to see another example.
There's no way that's
like what would score music. What would score low? Yeah, how did
it didn't?
7.5. Oh.
Wait, did it? That must
No,
be
it was music history.
oh,
Oh,
it's
it's in
bottom.
reverse order. Great,
Oh,
that's more appropriate.
wait, why is it in reverse order? Descending.
Ending.
Um, wait, the table's in the proper order. Oh, because we're
Table
rendering
in-
it from first to last. So this is when we serve it up to stories. So I feel like this is in the right order. It's where we're actually doing the, if we go back to stories, where it's looking for this. Highlight that includes sort stories. Oh, this is just doing it binary, whether it includes it or not. So we're going to have to do something here where it's based on score. So right now I'm just to show you what highlight looks like. I mean, I think that what we just saw is what highlight looks like. Okay, so if we type in music. Oh, I'm not even giving the score. See, it's just an array of if it should include, it's binary, if it should include it or not. It's not. So I guess we can sort it by the index of this because this is in the proper order, right? The order we're giving it to highlight is the proper order. So let me think about this. So in stories, we could sort it by, so we can filter it or sort it by, yeah, sort it by index. Let me try that. Highlight dot index of. I'm not sure. Yeah, because -1 is what the result's going to be for things that aren't in highlight.
So sorry, does highlight come from, highlight comes from our sorted?
Oh yeah, so the way I didn't show you. So highlight. Oh, I'm doing it right here. I guess I could include this stuff.
Oh,
but it's already sorted, so it's not like it needs to know the score. It just needs to know the order.
Right.
And actually, I just realized that that's in the wrong. We want it in ascending. But yeah, so basically what happens, I didn't answer your question. This is highlight, which is just a slug. And then that is bound home. Here we go. So search, we bind highlight, and then we pass that into stories.
Okay, so it's just our results, basically.
Exactly.
But so then I don't get why it's sorted wrong.
Oh, because the way I was doing the sorting in stories was by whether it included it or not.
Yeah.
And so since stories was already in order, it just would use its previous order, which is chronological. And then to say, yep, keep this here. So there's no like tiebreakers. So I think if we do index and do ascending, right? So what's the one that should be at the top? It's music history. 0 should rank higher than, except for the -1s. Okay, we're gonna have to flip this somewhere. So we should do okay. I apologize for the complexity. So let's reverse sort it. I'm just gonna go back on my word. We're gonna sort it ascending here. Because that means the ones that we want to be the highest are gonna be at the highest index. Right, so like, here, let's log out results. I can talk myself through this. Okay, so if we say music, oops. Oh, I didn't. You know, I think I actually switched it up. We don't need ascending anymore. Where'd that come from? Oh, I see. Don't worry, it's going to make sense eventually. Okay. So here we go. So because this is now sorted ascending, the best match should be this last one. Score 7.5. I think that's the highest score in here. This one should be a low value, score of 3. Yep. Okay. Does that make sense? So these are now sorted ascending, which means we then convert these to just the slug, which means that the index position, this one, its index is going to be the highest. Right. So this is what, okay, this is, so now our best matches are these ones. So when we do when we do a sort by the descending index, this one is going to score higher than everything else, which is what we want.
Got it. So you're going to sort it ascending so that the indexes are highest on the ones that are the best.
Yes. So then when we, so then in here, when we sort by descending, because we're doing it based on where the index of slug is. So this makes sense. And then this is also nice because if it says index of something that's not in the highlight list, it's going to return -1, which we want to be lowest, like rendered. So this actually works. So this is now actually working. So these ones are all actually the highest music ones. And if we go down here, Outcast, there we go, was the lowest of the matching ones. And then, oh, I turned those to black. Let's, I don't know. Okay, so now we do music. Okay, and then everything else is at the bottom now. Yay. We did it.
We sorted. Do you want to do some double words?
Oh, we have double words going.
Oh, or I just want to see it. Or we didn't really.
Oh, you want to see it happen? You mean like what happens when music?
I want to verify that it worked. Yeah.
It's a great question. Let's see. I don't know. We'll have to like, okay, well, we know Beyonce works. But Beyonce and what's something that we know is in another thing. And it's also in this one. Let's go to let's find Beyonce.
He's only in that one.
Band.
Okay.
Okay, let's try bands. I feel like we don't use band a lot. Beyonce, band. Oh yeah, the boy bands.
Yeah. And
if we look at, oops.
What is matching in spades?
Oh, nothing was matching in spades, was it?
Well, it came up for Beyonce band.
Beyonce band. Oh no, it was just the first of the.
Oh, those are the collapsed ones.
Yeah, this is everything else.
Got it.
It's just reverse cron. So.
Got it.
So if we look at the data, we should see the score. Yep. So Beyonce band got 7.5 and boy bands got a little bit less. It's just matched on all the band words. I think this is flawless. Nice. Great job.
This is great. The only other, well, I can think of more ways to complicate it, but I like it as it is now.
I think this is going to be.
I think this is
get good results. I mean, okay, what story?
The only other thing I can think of that you can totally just say, no, we're not doing that, is I feel like the earlier words, the first word you put should be weighted higher than like if you put 3 words, then it should be more important. But maybe not. Who cares? No one's going to put more than, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm going to call that one a future tension. If we notice that one comes up, then we have another
totally
trick we can add. But I think it actually depends on how people are searching, maybe, right? Because like if they're doing a sentence form, like if they're like, oh, show me the top bands, but like it's about the bands and that's just a qualifier, then
Right.
maybe not as boring.
Yeah. Or I guess let's say I was searching and I was like, okay, trying to think of a random one. Do like women's pockets.
Women's pockets.
Boom. Oh, verbatim.
Though interesting, women's, someone there. Oh, okay, that we got lucky with that. Oh, no, actually, I bet that didn't even match.
Well, I
Oh,
wonder
they're
what
free
it
ship.
tokenized to, because would it just be,
Would be women, and so this wouldn't.
Yeah.
Oh,
but then it would match with the tokens and the other thing.
no, this should only be scoring on pockets because women. This one is doing a search as is, and so this is just gonna. Oops, this is women's pockets. This is going to be turned into just women. So this is never going to find, it's never going to find. So we should maybe either get rid of that or don't worry about that. Yeah, like this. I guess we could, what do you think? We could just do a little quick, basically the same tokenization, and it would just turn into this. What do you think?
Sorry, my neighbor just came over and there was a lot of talking, so I'm muting myself.
Okay, I think I'm going to do that because I think that only makes sense. So let me go to full query. Wait, search full query. So we should do a couple of things. We should split on the same thing we were splitting on before, which is then it'll just be consistent. That's, what am I doing? Let me just copy. That was right. Backwards. Oh, I had it backwards. So split on that map. Anything that is less than the character count. It's great. To chars. And then also dot, or sorry, that's not a map, that's a filter. D dot 2 lowercase. Okay, that'll give us some better results or more consistent results. Okay.
Nice.
Make sure that still works. So women pockets. Nope, I totally lied.
Yeah.
I messed something up. Pockets. I was so close so far. Query words. Oh. Classic. Okay. Women's pockets. I probably should have looked up what the score was, but I'm sure it's higher. Okay, so these now match on women, which I think is fair. Those weren't showing up before, so that's how we know this is working.
Yeah.
But they're obviously lower. Like if you just did pockets, it's just that. And if we just do plural, it changes things, which is, we're not going to get into that. That's too much work to stem stuff.
I think that's fine.
Great. I think this is good. That was a nice deep dive. I'm going to end there. Thank you, Michelle. And thanks everyone for joining. Bye.